My dear students, I have been lately getting some frequently asked questions from the students. And what are those questions? Sir, are there some major changes in the NEET 2027 examination? For example, is there any age limit? What is going to be the mode of the examination? And similarly, what is going to be the difficulty level of the NEET 2027 exam? So in this particular video, I'm going to decode all these three things in detail so that you get to know, will there be any major change in the year 2027 or not? And at the end of this particular session, I've got one very, very, very important announcement for all the NEET 2027 aspirants as well. So be with me till the end. My dear students, first of all, as of now, there is no age limit. As of now, there is no upper age limit directions given by NTA. If there would be some age limit, it will be applied from the year 2028 like that. This year, nothing of this particular sort is there. Like there will be no upper age limit in the year 2027. So be relaxed about that. That is my first point. Mode of examination, as you already must be knowing, it is going to be the computer-based test now, right? Now you must be thinking, what will happen to the difficulty level of the examination in CBT? What is this computer-based test? Now, till now, your NEET examination used to be the pen paper based, right? Now, from this year onwards, it's going to be the computer-based test, like JEE Mains happens. You know, JEE Mains happens in different shifts. Similarly, NEET examination is going to be happening in different shifts as well in the year 2027. Okay. So almost there are, let's consider there are some 20 lakh students who are going to write the NEET 2027 examination. My dear students, if 20 lakh students are going to write the examination, so I would say there will be almost some 5 shifts or more. There'll be 5 shifts or more that are going to happen. Okay, 5 shifts or more that are going to happen for sure, right? Now, my dear students, because of the CBT, will the paper be difficult? Will the paper be easy? Now, let me tell you what happens in JEE Mains examination. In JEE Mains examination, there are a lot of shifts. Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, right? There might be some shifts which are difficult. There might be some shifts which are easy. And there might be some shifts which are very moderate. Okay? Some shifts will be which are difficult. Some shifts will be which are going to be easy. Some shifts are going to be there which are moderate. Now, a lot of students must be thinking, what if I write that paper which is difficult? A lot of students must be thinking, what if I write that paper which is easy, right? My dear students, it does not affect anything. Whether you are writing the difficult paper or easy paper or moderate paper, it has got nothing to do with your score basically. What does that mean? For example, you are writing the easy paper. And in the easy paper, my dear students, for example, a student who is scoring 710, let's say he got 99.9 percentile. He got 99.9 percentile. Let's say in the difficult paper, let's say the topper got some 620 marks, right? 620 marks. Now, in this difficult paper, I must say 610 will be approximately 99.9 percentile, right? So 710 in easy paper and 610 in the difficult paper, they are same here. That's what you call as normalization. So when the examination happens in different shifts, there is a technique called as normalization, by means of which, right, a student who scores almost, I'm just giving you the random number, just examples to make you understand. So that a student who scores 710 in the easy paper and the student who scores 610 in the difficult paper, right, they are going to have the same percentile. So you need not to worry whether you are writing the easy shift or difficult paper, right? At the end, when the complete normalization happens, the student will be scoring this much in the easy one and the student will be scoring 610 in the difficult one, right? Their normalization, their percentile will be the same. So now basically your NEET examination is going to be percentile based, like what we have been seeing in the JEE Mains examination from past 5 to 6 years. Perfect. So talking about this particular term, the difficulty level, it makes no sense now, right? Because some of the shifts might be easy, some of the shifts might be difficult, as what we have been observed in the JEE Mains examination, right? Mode of the examination is going to be CBT mode, right? There will be no age limit when it comes to the year 2027 exam. So be relaxed. Don't worry about these difficulty levels. I know some of the shifts will be easy, some will be difficult, but it does not make any difference. You need not to be worried about that particular thing, right? This was the most frequently asked question which I had been getting from the students, right? I thought to make a small video so that I'll make you understand a bit that this particular thing, thinking about what is going to be the level of the examination, that does not make any sense now. Okay. Now, all those students who were waiting for the NEET 2026 results, all those students who had not started their preparation yet, all those students who want to start their preparation and they would want to get trained by us, my dear students, I've got a very quick announcement for all of you. So first of all, let me tell you, my dear students, for all the students who have not started their preparation yet, who want to start their preparation, let me tell you, my dear students, on 30th of July, that means after 3 days, we are starting a fresh batch. We call the batch as Phoenix 3.0 batch. Phoenix 3.0 batch, we are starting from 30th of July. It's a fresh batch for all those students who have not started their preparation yet, but they would want these 9 months to be effective, right? And for them, we are starting a fresh batch, which is starting on 30th of July. Perfect. What is going to happen in this particular batch? What we are going to do in this particular batch, my dear students, for the upcoming 9 months, you guys are going to be with us. Okay. And what we are going to do in these 9 months, syllabus completion of physics, chemistry, biology, we are going to do in 6 months. That means by January end, your syllabus will get completed of physics, chemistry, biology as well. Then, once we are done with syllabus completion, in the month of February and March, it is going to be the revision. It's going to be the revision in the batch itself. And my dear students, in the last 1 month, we are going to make you write the part syllabus test and the full syllabus test for the last month. Perfect. And my dear students, when it comes to the syllabus completion, how we have planned your syllabus completion in this Phoenix 3.0 batch, let me talk about that as well. Since there are some 90 chapters basically of your physics, chemistry, biology. So we have to complete some 90 chapters by January end. My dear students, let me tell you, completing 90 chapters in 12 months, right, with 100% efficiency, it's very difficult. If you can remain consistent, if you can remain disciplined, then my dear students, I would want you guys to prepare for the upcoming 9 months, right? If you can remain disciplined. What is meant by remaining disciplined? If you can sit for 12 hours every single day. And in these 12 hours, you have to give 6 hours to your live lectures. And the lectures should be of JEE mains level for sure, or even more. Or the level of the lecture should be even more than that of JEE mains. That's what we are going to do in the Phoenix 3.0 batch. We are going to keep the level of physics and chemistry 3 to 4 times more than that of your JEE mains level, right? And after that, you just have to do the self-study of 6 hours. And what you have to do in the self-study, right? This is something which you have to do in the self-study. The first two things. One is your JEE level lectures. Number 2 is the note making. These 2 things you have to do in these 6 hours. These 2 things every day you have to do in these 6 hours. The other things, the DPPs which you shall be solving, the JEE level DPPs which we are going to provide you in this batch, the modules, the JEE level modules which we are going to provide in the batch, right? You have to do them in the other 6 hours when you do the self-study. That is more important than lectures, my dear students. That is more important than the lectures. Perfect. So in this particular batch, you need not to worry about anything. Your lectures will be live lectures, first of all, in physics, chemistry, as well as biology. The level of the lectures will be 3 to 4 times more than the JEE level. No, when it comes to the DPPs, we are going to provide you the DPPs. Again, they are going to be JEE mains level or even more. Similarly, modules which are going to provide, again, they are going to be JEE mains level or more. The NCERT in-text and exercise questions we shall be solving with you in the batches, right? There will be weekly mock tests, my dear students, after every 14 days. So whatever things you are going to complete in the 14 days, after 14 days, we will make you write the test, right? And again, the level of the test is going to be more than that of JEE mains examination as well, right? Why is that? Why we are increasing the level? Because you have been seeing in the year 2026, in the year 2025, my dear students, the level was up. So we have to be prepared for the worst. So that is the reason why we are changing the dynamics of the Phoenix 3.0 batch. All the lectures will be, the level of the lectures will be 3 to 4 times more than that of JEE mains for sure. Perfect. Now, my dear students, when it comes to the revision, I told you your complete syllabus will happen by January end, right? In the month of February and March, we have scheduled your revision classes, right? In the revision, my dear students, which will happen in the batch itself in the month of February and March, in the revision, we shall be completing 12 chapters a week. in the revision, right? And the revision will happen through short notes, revision will happen through formula sheets, right? And my dear students, while you are doing the revision in the last 2 months, we will increase your test frequency. There'll be 2 tests a week, right? Which will be happening in the last 2 months. Perfect. When it comes to the last month, the month of April, in the month of April, we are not going to teach you anything. We'll just make you write the test, which will consist of 15 part syllabus mock tests and 15 full syllabus mock, right? And revision will also happen, but it's going to be a quick revision of the weak links. What is meant by that? While you'll be writing the tests, you'll think that there must be certain questions which you will be not able to solve, right? So the questions which you won't be able to solve, you'll be revising the same topic again from your notes. That's what we call as quick revision of the weak links, right? So that you can improvise your scores, so that you can convert these weak links into the strong links. Perfect. That is going to happen in the last one. Perfect. Since the batch is starting on 30th, and my dear students, let me tell you something very, very, very important. If we talk about this Phoenix 3.0 batch, this Phoenix 3.0, right? Phoenix name is given to the NEET 2027 batches. Let me tell you, we are basically starting some 5 batches. We are basically starting some 5 batches for NEET 2027 preparation. And 5 batches by 5 different teams. For example, me and my team, we are starting 1 batch in English language. I am starting 1 more batch for NEET 2027 in English language. Similarly, Seep ma'am with her team, they are starting 1 batch in English language. Garima ma'am with her team, they are starting 1 more batch. So technically, there are almost like 5 batches which are getting started, right, on 30th of this month. And my dear students, you'll be having the access to all these batches basically. That's the best thing which you have in this particular batch, which you have in this Phoenix 3.0. So batch start date, it is now 30th of July. Let me make certain changes. The batch start date is 30th of July. Complete syllabus completion by December end, right? Level up lectures will be there. There will be 4 live lectures every single day. You need not worry about the theory and the problem patterns. Every single thing will be discussed in the class. Every single chapter will be started from the basics. We'll assume as if you have not studied anything before. We'll start everything from scratch itself. You need not to worry. There will be tests scheduled after every 14 days in the batch. There will be one-on-one mentorship. There will be revision in the last 2 months, as I already told you. There will be recordings provided to you as well, if you are not able to join maybe some of the live classes. And all these things, my dear students, you are just getting at 4499. Perfect. And in 4499, you are having the access to all the batches of Unacademy. Now you must be thinking, what are these batches of Unacademy? Let me show it to you. This is one of the batch which is getting started for NEET 2027, Phoenix 3.0 by Seep ma'am with her team. 1 more batch, Garima ma'am with her team. 1 more batch here. Similarly, 1 more batch here, my dear students. 1 more batch here. So all these batches, you are going to have the access to all these batches just at 4499. And this is the last live batch which we are starting for the NEET 2027 preparation, my dear students. Okay, perfect. Now, how do we enroll into this particular batch? My dear students, there is a link in the description box for the video. There is a link which I will pin in the comment section of this particular video. You just have to click on that link. Once you click on that link, you'll find 3 options: Plus subscription, Iconic subscription, Iconic Pro subscription. Now, in Plus, Iconic or Iconic Pro, let me tell you, in all these 3 subscriptions, you will have the access to all these lectures. You'll have the access to all these lectures first, right? You'll have access to all these teachers. You'll have access to all these batches, if you either take Plus or Iconic Pro. Now, what is different in Plus and Iconic? Let me tell you, in your Plus subscription, you get the study material in the form of PDFs. But in your Iconic subscription, you get study material in the form of these modules. And these modules are delivered to your houses, right? Now, what is more in Iconic Pro? In Iconic Pro, first of all, you get, see, let me make you understand, guys, what is the difference between Iconic, Iconic Pro, and Plus. If you look carefully, see, these are the 3 subscriptions which we have in Unacademy: Plus, Iconic, and Iconic Pro. Perfect. First of all, in all the 3 subscriptions, you will have the access to all the batches, number 1, right? In all the 3 subscriptions, all the test series, including all India test series, PYQ tests, educator tests, batch tests, everything you'll get in all these 3. Everything you'll be getting in all these 3 subscriptions. Doubt solving and asking the doubt, that you will get in all the 3, Plus, Iconic, as well as Iconic Pro. Full syllabus digital notes and practice modules you'll get in all these 3. Perfect. Practice questions, including PYQs, you are going to get in all these 3, right? Access to Prime, access to question banks of 15,000 plus questions with detailed solutions. You are going to get it in all the 3. And my dear students, Where the difference lies? The difference lies in printed notes delivered at doorstep. That means the study material as well as the printed notes. You don't get the printed notes in the hard copy form in Plus, but in Iconic and Iconic Pro, you get them, right? One-on-one mentorship, you don't get in Plus, you get in Iconic as well as Iconic Pro, right? Similarly, dedicated batch WhatsApp community. You don't get here, you don't get here, you get it here, right? And my dear students, SRG is Special Rankers Group. Gets created not here, it gets created here. Perfect. Exclusive access to 100 Club. What is 100 Club, first of all? You must know. If I talk about the 100 Club, my dear students, 100 Club, you don't get here, you don't get here. 100 Club, you get here. What is that? In 100 Club, which is there in Iconic Pro, my dear students, let me tell you, you get basically mentored by the AIMS toppers. You get mentored by AIMS toppers. That is the most important thing here. Perfect. You get mentored by AIMS toppers here. And the most important thing is these booklets. These booklets will be delivered to your doorsteps only in Iconic and Iconic Pro. Booklets won't be delivered in Plus subscription, right? Link is there in the description. Get enrolled as soon as possible, because my dear students, from these batches only, we get these results basically. I mean, the list of the students who you are seeing here. Perfect. They are the students from our earlier Phoenix batches. Perfect. Like the last year Phoenix batch. So all these students, what they had done is just followed the batch blindly, followed the study material, followed the tests which we used to conduct. That was more than sufficient for their preparation, and they eventually cracked it. And finally, they are going to enter into the dream college. And all these students are the Phoenix batch students, basically. Now, if you want to be the part of the Phoenix batch, you're most welcome. The batch is starting on 30th of this particular month, right? And the batch is filling super fast. It's almost filled. So you can still get enrolled as soon as possible in the batch, my dear students. And we can kickstart our preparation, okay, from 30th of this month. Till then, you take care. God bless you all. I'm going to pin the link in the description box of the video. I'm going to pin the link in the comments of the video so that you just need to click on the link and automatically you can enroll into the batch. Perfect. So I'll see you exactly on 30th. Till then, you take care. God bless you all and love you all. Bye-bye.